How's it going, guys? So this is the first video I'm doing so far on that I'll be adding to my channel. It's called This Old Farmhouse, and I'm gonna be showing a lot of different things that I'm doing on my farmhouse, remodeling and gardening and you name it. So if you're thinking about buying some property and you wonder if it's a good idea, you can learn through my growing pains and my learning mistakes. But first time I planted this garden here, I actually did it by hand with a shovel, believe it or not. And man, that was a labor of love. And the following year, my wife asked, "Are we doing a garden?" And I said, "No." So I was doing a lot of reviewing of myself, looking at people actually doing different rototills, and man, it seemed like in the $700–800 range, they're pretty much trash, right? I mean, you get like 3 years out of it and the transmission goes out. And really, to get a good till, you want to be like in the $2,000–3,000 range, and at that point, I'm better off actually getting the attachment for my tractor. So, yeah, about that. So, you know, I got the tractor this year. That was a nice investment, and I got the front bucket and the rear bucket, and I didn't actually get the till attachment just because it wasn't, you know, in the funds, so to speak, you know, priorities. So, so yeah, so I rented this guy here. Let's see, it's a Honda FC600. And I'm going to show you what I think of this, actually, because when I first started using it, to be honest with you, I was like so mad that I wanted to almost go back and say, like, I want my money back. And it was just killing my back, killing my hands, and you know, it was absolutely insane. So I guess partial this review, this video is going to be a review on this. So if you're looking for a small till to actually you know, to do the garden, to kind of show you what to do, and I got this GoPro attachment I'm actually going to be putting on my chest, because after about an hour of using it and killing my back and killing my hands, I figured out a method. I call it the lean with it, rock with it method, and it's really actually easy. I don't feel it on my back, and I can't believe it, because my wife even was saying, she's like, you know, you literally did half the garden in the amount of time it took you to do almost what you have done so far. So yeah, I got this on this this GoPro like gyro stick, auto gyro stick. So tell me what you guys think of this. It's supposed to be making the video more stabilized. Tell me what you think of it, or if you even notice a difference at all. But anyway, so without further ado, let me go ahead and take the GoPro off this and put this on my chest and get this on there and kind of show you the lean with it, rock with it method. So if you're looking to use a mid-size tiller, I did actually rent this from Ace Phone Rental. I'll put it in the description below. From Oswego, from the town that I'm from. So yeah, so we plan on doing a lot of different vegetables, all organic. Those are our grapes over there. But yeah, so I'm excited. It's gonna be definitely a labor of love, like everything else in this house. So it's about halfway done, I would say. Let me turn. So I'm basically gonna make the garden as wide as our grapes. So let me see. I'm about halfway done. Look at that. I'm about halfway. So still got a ways to go. But yeah, so throw this on my chest here and throw this on the venture and learn my lean with it, rock with it. But it works, you know. Like I said, I was out here till like 9:30 at night last night. The moon was a full moon, so it was bright. It was like I had spotlight on me. God was giving me a little extra light to get some extra work done. So got some clouds rolling in here. So let's try to get this done before that becomes an issue. All right, so let me switch the camera view here. Well, I'll tell you, the second half is definitely going a lot faster than the first half. I will interject like a you know, the body cam footage, so to speak, to kind of show you how it's going along. I'm actually going to be splitting this video into 2 different videos. So if you're thinking about running a rototill, I'll have a link in the description below of some kind of quicks and tips on that itself. But this main part of this video is actually just making our first attempt at a larger garden. As you can see, that our first attempt was before it disappears, that I did by hand with a shovel. Well, that was a true labor of love. You can see this small section right here, this little ravine right here, right there, where the dirt and the grass meet. It's where the dirt and the grass meet. So, in the grand scheme of things, look at the difference in the size. So definitely a lot better, a lot bigger, I should say. But I'm having to go this way because I originally had the rows going this way, so the rest are going this way. But then to get rid of this last little spot, I have to go that way, and then once I'm past it, then I can just keep doing the full shoots this way. So I didn't want to do the whole entire video with just the body strap, and I don't think you want to watch an hour and a half of me just going back and forth with a till. But rain stopped, clouds were looking a little crazy for a little while, but looks like it's pretty good now. So it's pretty cool, this gyroscope thing. Yeah, it's cool. It's supposed to make you not so shaky, and if I was to try to, it moves it. I almost want to record a camera recording it, but anyways, yeah, so here we go. So I'm definitely doing some quick tips. My wife's actually helped me picking up some of the grass. Now you're probably saying, well, you should have taken the machine and took all the grass. You're right, but that costs more money. We're doing this on a budget. So renting that machine here, which is the, before I misquote, it is a Honda motor, so that's why it's a FC600. I wanted an 8.5 horsepower. I believe this is like a 4.5 or 5, and I was kind of disappointed. Didn't think it was going to do the job, and the first 2 rows like really kicked my butt. Like I wanted to yell some 4-letter words and did some numbers on my hands, and my hands are pretty callous. So if you want to rent one of these, save yourself an hour and a half, 2 hours of breaking your back, and 2 hours of 2 weeks of your back pain, or maybe calling up work the next day, and watch the other video in the description of kind of tips on doing this. Because once I figured that out, man, I was cruising at triple the speed and not breaking my back. So that's definitely worth watching if you're going to do this. But super excited. We're going to do some purple watermelons. So I know those are Asians, and then we're going to make our attempts of making some unique pumpkins, shapes, triangles and squares, and with some scrap woods that we have around, and build some enclosures and put them in. So just kind of giving a progress report. Like I said, I'm excited though. I'm excited, slowly but surely. I think once this is completely done, I went one way, I'm just going to hit it quickly the other way, just to double make sure it's going. But I really, you'll see when I do the body cam footage, I kind of like stay there in a second to kind of let it give a second to till up. People might even say like, you don't have to do that, that's excessive. But if you were to, man, this dirt, it's tilling it. It is like so soft now. All that little grass and stuff you saw, that's what my wife's raking out. So we're gonna try to be 100% organic, which is good and bad. I say good because it's good for the food and people like that, but it's bad because that means it's labor intensive. And if you look at my Neewer here, look at that. Just Weed City. These are 8 foot. Kind of nuts. Definitely kind of nuts. But yeah, so that's going to give me a little bit of a battle, but it is what it is. It's just I have to stay on top of it more, and we're going to weed by hand. So no pesticides, just weed by hand. So I'm gonna be doing a sprinkler system too, so I'll do a video on the sprinkler system. So if you're interested in how I did it or how I'm watering these grapes, once I do that video, I'll link that in the description below. But yeah, so we're keeping at it. I'm glad the rain kind of stopped, but back to work. Here we go. It's let's see, what time is it? 4.5 hours later from when I first started the second half of this second half of this garden. I got one victory lap left. So it's definitely been a learning curve, learning that. So I think I've done, obviously you get faster over time, kind of, you know, learning how to handle it. But if you look at this real quick, it has the wheel. It's clicked upwards, down I should say. So you can actually turn this, so this is faced up, and it would allow it to do deeper. I had it down because it's called virgin soil, right? Just hard as a rock. And for me to bite that much at one time, I think it would have just been like obnoxious. So by I guess going half as deep as it could go on my first pass, and then my wife, she's not in the video, but she's been, that's how rather, she's been breaking all this up. And wheelbarrowing it around, so she's been doing that and cleaning up that as I'm tilling this. So I got one left. I'm actually going to take this off the GoPro stand deal, I forget what the hell it's called, and put it on the body cam and actually do the victory lap. It's over here, so you can kind of get an idea how I'm handling this. And the method to my madness of using this Honda FC600 from first rental place in Oswego, Illinois. So thanks to them. It was $85 to rent it. I rented it on a Friday, so I actually had it for until Monday. So yeah, so let me go ahead and switch the camera to the body cam, and let's do this last lap, and it is officially plowed. And then I will readjust that wheel on the front to go twice as deep, and I'm gonna hit it the opposite direction I went in. So I'm excited. I am going to make rows, so it'll be kind of like little columns, like little humps, so it'll be between. I'll plow it. I know a lot of times the tills, they'll have like a V at the back to help you create that, so I'm going to have to create that by hand. That's fine. I have a small little till that I can just zip down by hand. I'll show you guys that still to help me create those little aisles. But I'm excited. We should have a lot of fun. But and I'm also going to put in a watering system. I may have mentioned this already. So there'll be a couple different videos coming out, and you guys will be able to follow us along on how the garden's growing and what we planted. And so this is stage one. I'm just really happy. So check back with you guys here in a second. I'm just gonna keep editing these videos together. Like I said, I see some people, they just set like a tripod and they record the whole thing and then fast forward to watch it. I don't think, I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I'd just rather check in with you guys next versus just watch me going back and forth a million times. I don't know if you guys would rather see me do the whole entire thing. Let me know, and I'll record the whole damn thing and just fast forward it so you guys can see it. But I just think it looks cool because you can see the progress, like boom, 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 a lot faster and easier. It's a lot more gratifying when you see it like that, because you know, you're just like, oh man, like you see how much is done. I'm not sure the size, but I will wheel this out, tell you guys how big it is, but it's pretty big. It's a decent size. So yeah, there's the windmill. Yeah, so I'm excited. I've been getting little drizzles here and there, but not too bad. So nice day, cool day. The sun's not beating on me, so I guess I can't complain for a little drizzle every now and then. I'm in the trades. I'm used to working in the rain, shine, or snow anyway. So let's switch this view and let's get this last one done. And yeah, I'm excited. Here we go. All right, well, this is the body cam. The body cam. It's pretty cool. It's nice that I can see the screen so I can see how wide it is. But let's get this show started. See how she goes. So when I first started using this, I honestly didn't think it was going to work well. The reason is because the idle, like, it just seems like I expected it to rev a lot higher, not just rev so low. So I thought, oh, this thing's not going to have enough balls, enough oomph to do the job. And I was mistaken. So the one thing is that I made the assumption, because the wheel's actually in the back here, that I could kind of just like walk behind it and you know, and let it pull forward. And that just beat up my hands and my shoulders, and it was just a nightmare. So I would not recommend that at all. So I'm going to kind of show you the method to my madness and how I did this. Before I started up, you can hear me a little better. So let's push it where it needs to be. Tilt this down a little. All right, here we go. So what I'm doing is, notice this has a stand here in the back. I'm just literally like leaning my body, like I'm just literally like taking the handlebars there and like leaning in a downward position, so that that little guide is actually kind of pitching the weight back. So let me turn this like this. Sorry, I'm trying to get the angle. Just put a little weight into it so it's actually leaned upwards. And then as it starts to bite, you just gradually let it in. You know, let it grab itself. And you know, this can kind of lift off the ground. But you know, just at first, don't muscle it. Just let the machine do it. If you're muscling it, you're gonna fight the machine will win, trust me. So just push down on it, and you'll slightly kind of lift it off the ground. And you see them kind of slightly lifting off the ground, and then just tilt this. Slightly lift it off the ground and just set it down into the dirt. And as you're setting down in the dirt, it'll start biting. So if it starts wanting to pull forward on you, just put a little more weight on it. Remember, don't muscle it. Just literally use your own weight to take those handles and lean down a little. And just give it a little weight, so you're lifting it a little, and set it down. And then you set it down. As soon as it bites, it'll just start digging. And then once it basically bottoms out to here, to this piece right here, that's as deep as it's gonna go. And then just literally lift it and pull it back. Lift it and pull it back. So this last strip is like crucial to anyone who wants to use this machine, buy this machine, run this machine, because you probably think like this thing's a piece of junk, it's not gonna do its job. It was a bad decision to do it. So I would have thought the same. So by watching this last victory lap, will definitely save you a lot of pain. So watch it. And then we'll adjust this wheel, and then we'll get it deep. Maybe I'll do one pass two with it deep and see how that's going. But let's just do this last victory lap, and you see how it goes. And look, the birds are coming already. All right, so without further ado, let's go. Let's get it done. Turn it on. Here, we'll pull. Whoops, I turned it off. See what I mean? It's not really like, the idle's really like low. All right. It starts digging itself in, see? And then I do what's called the lean with it, rock with it. I'm literally just gonna lean to my left, lean to my right, lean to my right, lean to my left. And then you can see it bottomed out, like that part. So then I'm gonna let it go, pick it up, slightly pick it up, let it go. If it starts bouncing around, moving around, don't fight it. Just let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. Don't fight it. So I'll do lean with it, rock with it. Alright, then I sit there a couple seconds. Seems like it's real soft. I'm going to keep going. And don't leave big spaces in between, otherwise you'll end up with humps between your cuts that you missed. So just kind of lean with it, rock with it. There you go. You'll hit rocks and stuff, it'll bottom. Some areas will be a lot softer and you'll go really quick. That was really soft. If I make this look easy, trust me, first 2 rolls will kind of suck, and then after that you'll get the hang of it. But doing it this way, oh man, talk about, I'm not straining my back, I'm not dragging this. Alright, so it's been plowed. I went this direction, then that direction, and that rental rototill that I showed you guys. And the first initial time I went across, I actually had to pull it backwards and let it, kind of dig down, then move it, dig down, then move it, dig down, then move it. But then after I did that, I was able to, go in a forward direction as you're supposed to. But there's no way, being virgin soil, that I was going to be able to do that by hand in the right direction. It was just too brittle on me. So I think that worked best. So if you're using some virgin soil, that may be a method to the madness that you're using. So this is step 1, just getting it all plowed and ready. And kind of, I took a spreadsheet and drew out, we're going to do a math, figure out what plants get along, what should go with each other, and order on Amazon pH tester, so I'll be able to test the soil. So this is stage 1 of this old farmhouse, new addition to my channel, and just things we're doing around our property, restoring our house, and things we're installing and things we're doing. And it's an old fruit farm. We got red apples, green apples, yellow apples, pears, plums, cherries, grapes, horseradish, rhubarb, all kinds of berries. So we got a whole lot of things going on. So if this is new to our channel, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like I said, if you have any inputs, constructive criticism, I'm always open to hear that. And if you want to see how our plants grow, and on the next video we're going to do, we're actually going to kind of display all the seeds we have, what we ordered, and who we ordered it from, and then you can kind of follow the progress of it growing. And hopefully with with the irrigation system, that really helps, because after doing all this research online, they said that the fungi and the problems you get with a garden is because the water's sitting on top of the plants, and by watering it from underneath, that really dissolves that problem. So that's what I'm hoping to do. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. God bless. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos as you get to watch our garden grow. And I'm praying for a fresh anointing, and that all our plants grow as God's blessings. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye.